Hey guys, welcome back to Rocketeers Motorsport here with another video as Sport this time. Spa. This time for the F2 Grand Prix. Straight away, look like we're going on the grass. We could have a wet race as well. Spinning on formation lap. This is all coming up later on today, guys, and a battle for the lead. What more do you want in today's video? As you can see, got on the curb a little bit there, almost lost it. Now moving into qualifying, and our friend has clipped us crashing. And that's it, guys. We're starting last for the Belgian Grand Prix here. And it's looking to be quite tricky conditions in race 2 at least. Anyway, race 1, it's fully dry. But as you can see, a small pirouette there, which is not going to do us any favours at all in this Grand Prix. It's a formation lap even. Now, as you can see, we were recording something and we've messed up. And we've gone into Caesar there on the formation lap. And we've got a penalty for that. Go on then, let's go for the 10 red lights at Spa. And we are underway here. Can we get at least a decent start here? And we haven't really got that good of a start. We almost lost it there, in fact. Now heading into turn 1, we're going to brake early, let the chaos happen in front. Got a car on the inside. We've been a little bit middled in there, but we've got 2 cars round the outside of turn 1 then. Into P11 already, because we gained another driver, I believe. Now heading through Eau Rouge and Radion time then, through the fast left into Radion section. Big mistake there by Interlagos to go straight off, and he almost takes out his teammate there of Chris. And this is a great start by us. We've taken 3 cars in less than 4 corners here. Now heading into the right-hander, which I don't know any of the names, well, not a lot of the names around here anyway. Heading through this bit then into this tricky chicane. Any sort of overtaking opportunities going to come from this, I wonder. We've got JJ in front. JJ making a small error there. Big mistake by JJ actually. We're going to dive bomb into this right-hander. This is going to be the trickiest corner on the tracks really. As you can see, getting JJ there into No Name, this left-hander. Go round the outside of JJ, get that move done as well. So we are getting positions here quite quickly in this Grand Prix. We're heading into Pouon, which is this fast left-hander, which is very tricky, especially in the wet conditions you'll see later on. Closing up to Egon as well. You know, this has been a great start. Let's keep this momentum going. Let's catch up to Egon then. Heading into this fast right-hander, which turned into a left-hander afterwards. There's Caesar, he's in front. We get a track limits warning for that, which is, yeah, a bit frustrating. Another car's gone. That was, Silly, I think. Silly fouls crashed into the barriers there, not great for him at all. Now a big mistake by Egon going out to that right-hander. Can we sort of make a move here? We're going to be side by side with Egon coming out of the corner, and we're just about going to carry momentum to get past Egon and into P7. And that is 6 cars pretty much overtaken already in this Grand Prix. Let's keep going though, we're not done here yet. Now into bus stop chicane. This is the difficult one, and there's contact in front. There's some sort of contact going on, no respawn, extra corners have gone around. What the hell's gone on there? We're into P5 at the end of the first lap. Wow, okay. Well, let's keep this momentum going still. We could win this Grand Prix at this rate with the amount of drivers which are crashing off in front of us and everything. We've carried a lot of momentum. All the leaders, as you can see, are right there. So we've made a great start to this Grand Prix. I cannot make that any more clear. Now heading up to Eau Rouge and Radion section one more time. Caesar and Gunn, I believe that is, side by side through Eau Rouge and Radion. They're in contact, in fact. And we're going to see if we get a lot of advantage from here. And we go for a gap that doesn't exist. And we go on the grass. And that's cost us a lot of momentum. And Egon's got back past us as well. Frustrating. Very frustrating that. It was just basically Gunn moving on the right. And I didn't know he was going to do that. And it's caused me a lot of problems. As you can see here, the extra Cornish gets an illegal overtake for definitely his fault. And he's looking behind, not even concentrating into the brake. So he bounces off Sam. So what happened to Noah then? Because that's a different story, I think. We're on board with Noah then. He is P2 at this point in the Grand Prix on lap 1. I think Joe's made a big mistake actually, because he was a little bit further in front than that. So yeah, I think Joe's caught us actually a little bit, because he's the one who's bunched them all off. Shut the door on Noah quite badly. But that's fine, he can do that. But at the time it's cost Noah. Noah gets a little hit from Caesar. He's all out of control, heading into the bus stop, and he gets attacked again by his teammate, I believe. Not great stuff at all. We went up the inside of Egon into that right-hander, and for some reason, guess what? I didn't clip it. I only got, like, the after bit. I'm a bit annoyed I missed that, but we missed it. Now, heading back into bus stop on the end of lap 2 then. Egon coming back at us. This isn't what I wanted at all. Heading into bus stop chicane. Egon making a fantastic overtake on us. Round the outside, and using the full momentum he managed to get from that to get back past us. My voice dying away already here. Heading into turn 1, up the inside of Egon. Once more, trying to get some positions back on Egon. It's not the easiest drive to pass. And we get past, but almost bin it into the wall there on the exit of turn 1. Now, moving into Eau Rouge and Radion time, and I'm probably going to go get a drink at this point, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause it here, get a drink, be right back. Right, I've had a drink, and straight away my voice sounds instantly better. That's awesome. Right, move to this straight, and I'm really sorry about that. As up the inside of us goes Egon with the DRS open, and the straight line speed of Chris as well gets past us. And we've lost 2 more positions. And Egon's gone straight across the chicane, so we can maybe get Egon back as he tries to rejoin. A bit dangerous there. Round outside of Chris through the right-hander as well, side by side with Chris. This would be a great move from us if we can get this one done. Round outside of this very tricky right-hander though. Chris still on our inside. Fair play to Chris, holding it there. There's a bit of contact from us too, but we've got to get a position, I feel. Heading into No Name, and he just about gets a position. Nice defense by Chris there. Trying to attack, and didn't quite work. So should we try that again? I think we should. One more lap time. Let's catch up to Chris and let's see what he's up to. Coming out of the turn 1 then, with the straight line speed that we're carrying, versus Chris, who's not going to have any slipstream or DRS. We go down a gear. That's crucial. So we have a bit of space to reach, just in case that we got too close. And that's actually worked out perfectly for us, because now we're going to have the DRS with the slipstream being opened on this long straight. And we should just about easily get Chris here into the right-hander. The braking board's coming up. Brake just as the curb comes. We get the move done on Chris and get finally past him into P4. Now let's see if we catch up to Gunn, Joe, anyone else in front at this point. There's a little bit of a mistake from us, I think, into that right-hander. And Chris is going to make us pay for it. Dives from us up the inside there. We're going to come back at him though, with the switchback being used into No Name, the left-hander. We get that we've done before then. Great battle between me and Chris there, but I fear now I might just be able to disappear from him. Now a little bit further back into Lagos. Huge mistake. He's into the wall, he's got damage. That was a big mistake by Interlagos further back. Thankfully XR Cornish clipped that, but big mistake by Interlagos. Now let's pit, and let's see what happened to this pit, because well, the tyres, they were dead, so we had to pit. Now, how long is the pit stop at Spa? That is an interesting thing. And Joe's been released, and it's cost me time. The game's released him, and the game should have released him. From there, the game shouldn't be doing that, and that's an unfair release by the game, and it's nothing I can do. It cost me time, and you'll see why time matters near the end of this race. Right, finally then, out of the pit box, and with the finally being left out the pits. That was a long pit stop, and this time though we're going to cut P6, and thankfully we managed to give a lot of time on the cars further back of Chris and Egon. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Now XR Cornish is pitting next time round, and we're going to get a game of position on him in the pit lane, and that's back us into P5. Let's see if anything else can happen in this Grand Prix, because at the minute we're a bit farther back down the field, and I don't think there's much we can do about it. Heading through Pool, and then why am I showing this then? As we, maybe this goes for a purple sector, possibly. Heading through this right-hander. No, there's yellow flags. What's happened? Going through this left-hander. Caesar's off. Caesar's crashed. Caesar's made contact with Gunn, in fact, I believe. And that's really not good news for either of those two. But going around the final bus stop chicane for the last time in P4 now. Look at the penalty difference. Gunn's got more penalties than us. Is it going to be close coming to the line between us two? And it ends the race being 0.3 separated by us two. But do we think that I would have got it if I'd not been held in the pits for that much longer? I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility. Just saying, it shouldn't have been released. Like, we're not going to know now. And the game's kind of messed that up for us a little bit. But GG with Joe for the win. P2 going to Sam. P3 goes to Gunn. It's a great job by those top three. We came P4. Starting last, going backwards a lot, making mistakes, and we still ended up P4. That's what this F2 can do, I suppose. And SR Cornish, even after his disastrous race, he came in front of Egon. Egon must have had a huge mistake in the last couple of laps, because he was well up there with us. And then Noah really far back down, and he's really going to be disappointed about that one. And it looks like Interlagos came last after his crash into the pit lane. But there you go, that's what F2 could do. And as you can see, like the intro showed, it's raining here at Spa. Go through Eau Rouge. We saw this in the intro, going through Radion, and we lose through it badly. But we also get collected by Interlagos, and we're into the barriers. Somehow, we both get going. Now, let's go then, 10 red lights. And are we going to be away for the Wet Grand Prix at Spa Race 2? And yes, we are. We need to make sure we get a really good start here, and we have done just about get a good start. Jump the car on our left-hand side of Chris. Now we're going to think about dive bombing into turn 1. I didn't really want to go for that, turn 1 move, and there's a virtual safety car. That's not really the best of times to get a virtual safety car. Not even making it through a corner. Why is the virtual safety car out then, Joe? What's happened? On board with Joe, then 10 red lights, and away he goes as well. Let's see what kind of start Joe gets here then. Off the line, and it's a big mistake there. Oh, there's contact. Joe's got very bad damage with gun, and yeah, that's a bit of an interesting situation which got on here. What happens next for a Cornish on the start then? And 10 red lights, and away he went, and he's made an alright start. Egon, absolutely fantastic off the line. Big mistake by extra Cornish, in fact, off the line. Cost him P2, and it almost cost him P3 to us as well on the inside. And you can see how sideways extra Cornish is there. I don't really know why he's clipped that, but he clipped that anyway. Anyway, off the start, let's see what Noah's start was like. He's got Joe in front of him who's about to have an incident, and away he goes through his 10 red lights out. And he had a good reaction time as well. You can see Gun loses it. Oh, and Noah's got damage. Okay, so Noah's been collected in this as well. And that's caused the virtual safety car. And a lot of drivers with damage. But moving on after the virtual safety car had ended. We're still in P4. Stuck behind these three. And this is going to be an interesting one. What can we do here? Extra Cornish making a big mistake there though. We're brave, you know, especially in the wet conditions. And we're going to think about going up the inside of Extra Cornish. We back out of that one. Because we know it's just going to end up in a crash otherwise. And Sam, likewise, behind. I think he's going to back out. Although we've made a huge mistake going through this fast left. We've gone straight off the track. Luckily, we didn't get a warning for that. Heading into bus stop chicane. And Extra Cornish round the outside of Egon. Fantastic move by Extra Cornish. We can pull that one off. That is definitely a nice overtake there from him. And he forced off Egon, which actually gives us the move as well. But Caesar is pulling away, and we need to get past Extra Cornish now, really. As they head through turn 1. Any switchback available on the exit. We have more of a wider line. We should get a better traction off the corner. Extra Cornish gets a bad traction. We're going to go up the inside. We're heading into Eau Rouge. This is not where I want to be, though. I'm not really that brave into Eau Rouge and Radion, but we're going to try it anyway. Oh, we just about had to back out there, because I feel if we did back out, he's going to spin us. So I think that was the right decision, for at least this time around anyway. Now onto this straight. We've got no momentum. And Egon and I have blocked Sam in. Because we know how much faster Sam is than us, so we decided we're just going to block him in there. We're later on the brakes than Egon. Oh, are we? Heading through the right hand. We keep ahead of Egon. That's crucial. And as you can see, Sam went round the outside of Egon to make another fantastic overtake. So, Extra Cornish in front of us with a couple of... we've got a long way to go in this Spa Grand Prix, that is for certain. Extra Cornish making a huge mistake through that fast left-hander, though. Are we going to send it on Extra Cornish into bus stop? Thought about it, but not quite this time around. Although, Extra Cornish, huge mistake under braking into the bus stop chicane. And I think we're going to just be able to get Extra Cornish on the exit. He's had a huge moment as well, which is not going to help him. And we cross the line to go purple second and third sectors. So maybe we've got more pace than Caesar, although he set the fast lap of the race that time round. Now, heading into bus stop, next lap round then. And Caesar making a big mistake into bus stop, missed the apex there at the first bit, and messed up the second bit a little bit. So in the wet condition, we've got more pace than Caesar, that's definite. She's going to come across the line here, and it's a purple lap time as well. And we're bringing Sam along with us, who's just a bit further back behind at this point. Now, really putting Caesar under pressure now. A couple laps later, we're going to go round the outside. Thought about it, not quite though. Now clipping the curbs nice and easily there through this left hand a bit. And we get the car straight up a lot more better than Caesar. We've got a lot more pace than Caesar at this point, it seems. Now heading into this very oversteering right hander. We're going to think about sending in the wet conditions. Not quite. And Caesar, very late on the brakes. Too late on the brakes, in fact. Misses the apex really, really badly there. But he's just about going to get the traction. Heading into the no-name corner. Out of no-name then. Still Caesar with the advantage at this point. But he's very slow at the exit there. We're going to have to sit him behind, I fear. Going into Puel, although he's missed the apex quite badly there. We're going to send it up the inside of part 2 of Puel. We've got on the curb because he's left us no room and we've gone around. Well, Caesar's gone around anyway. And that's cost us P1 to Sam as well, so that's not great. We're going to have to continue with this then. Sam with the advantage then. So Sam holding on, but this is from the replay cameras then. Heading into Puel. We tried starting Caesar, but he thought he was going to send it there, but we didn't. So then we're going to send it the second part of Puel. And you can just see he comes down on us, leaves us no racing room. And around goes Caesar, and he's into the wall, he's got damage. So I think if you're given a little bit more space there, like what happened in, I can't think what track it was now. I think it was Hungary that me and Caesar came together. Once again, he came off worse in this situation, because he just doesn't leave space at the moment, I feel. Or at least he's not giving me any racing room anyway. Yes, it was a stupid overtake, but he's still got any space. Heading out bus stop chicane, and Sam with the advantage at this point, coming to the line. But I really need to get past Sam as soon as possible, because I know tyre wear is going to be a big issue in this Grand Prix. Heading into turn 1, and we're going to send it on Sam. Think about it, Sam has a huge mistake into turn 1, in fact. We did help him a little bit. We get the move done, wait to P1 then. Coming out to turn 1, and heading through to Rouge. We've got P1 in this Grand Prix. And, well, let's see if we can keep it then. On lap 6, heading through, well, Caesar's retired. He's obviously not happy. We've lost the rear through Rouge and Radion. And that's always been a huge crash. And that is very lucky for Sam anyway, because now he can get back past us on the straight. And he's going to get the advantage back, and that's really frustrating, because we did all the hard work at turn 1, to then lose it through Rouge and Radion section. Now heading into the weird chicane. Sam gone in a bit too deep, but I don't think there's any way we can fight him just here for heading into this next couple of right corners. But you can just see Sam's got a little bit more grip at me at this stage. Now on to lap 8 out of 9. We've got to make sure we get past Sam here, but I know tyre wear is going to be an issue in this Grand Prix. Now, Sam defending the inside line very much, like, quite a bit there. And heading into this chicane then one more time. He's a lot later than us on the brakes, but that's going to damage his tyres badly. Heading through the second part of the corner, we just about get around the outside of Sam to pull off an amazing round the outside move there to get the move done. Although we're a bit weak out of this right-hander, is Sam going to send it on us into the right-hander? Of course he is. He gets the move done. Yes, he does. Nice move there by Sam. I thought I'd go for the switchback, but as you can see, he left no space there for the switchback to work. Now, next lap, last lap of the Grand Prix then. Who's going to win this Grand Prix? It could be me or Sam. It could even come down to punches, you know. So it's not out of the question. You can see how easy we are to take it through Orange and Radion. We don't want a puncher. And I know the tyres must be dead, because you can see the red icon. And they have it 80% and 78% on the rears. And the front left even. So now let's just get these tyres to the end then. And we've got a puncher in the rear right, in the rear left. I'm a bit like questioned to why that's happened there, but we've got a puncher there then. Now heading through this right-hander, at least it's only one puncher. We can deal with one puncher just as long as we don't get two punchers. But you can see it's still undrivable though, and we're all over the place. Heading through this oversteering corner, we've got another puncher at front left. We've got two punchers. No, that's not good at all. Two punchers is going to be like hell around this track, to at least get around anyway. We've got a huge gap to cars behind, 19.7 seconds. So let's see if we can just about get this car to the end in P2. Penalties wise, it's also in our favour right now in this anyway. Heading through P1 sideways, still sideways. So these tyres, they really are dead, I guess. Now sideways again. We're going to get caught here, I feel. It's going to be very tight if we get caught by Interlagos or not. Who is going to be pushing like hell, because he's going to know that we got a puncher, I would have thought. If Jeff would have gone on the radio and told him about it. Heading through this right-hander and into the left-hander. It's just undrivable. Sam, I can tell you, also got a puncher, but he was lucky enough just to get one puncher, and it wasn't on the rear. If you get a rear puncher, your race is pretty much done like ours is at this point. But we're still getting around this track quite quickly. But is it quickly enough? Heading through this fast right then. They're not really fast for us right now anyway. As I believe Joe Pilkey just gone up the inside of someone into P5 there. Now, just got to keep going. Make sure not to bin it here. Just got... Oh, we binned it into the wall. We got damage now as well. Ah, come on. Got to get this car to the end. In a hopefully P2, but I know that's going to be very hard. We must spin there. As Interlagos gets us then into P2. And, but he's got a 3-second penalty. But I don't think we're going to get within 3 seconds. Heading against bus stop. Definitely not going to get 3 seconds now then. And coming out to bus stop is it's giving us a 5-second penalty. That's quite bad, you know, 5 seconds. But coming to the line then, 5-second penalty added to our time. We're not going to beat Interlagos. But I believe we get P4, which isn't the end of the world. P3 even. Oh yeah, because we were back P2, weren't we? Because after Caesar crashed, he's getting quite frustrated after the fact that me and Sam both got punches. I think he could have won on tyres, but yeah, we battled a bit hard to me and Sam. But a bit too hard, some would say. Going through all the race director information there. Got some interesting lap times there compared to everyone else. Niddy, great job by him to get P4 in that race. Joe getting P5 after his shenanigans, shall we say, off the line. JJ, performance of the day, going right there for him, getting himself into great points in the wet conditions, showing his skill and determination with that. And that is definitely a performance that I recommend people watch out for. And in my opinion, that's driver of the day to JJ, just because he's done an amazing job to get great amount of points. Chaos, who is doing a one-off for this weekend, also did quite well to pick up a point. But as you can see, with the punchers, just driving into the wall, didn't really help us much. And this was Chris sending up the inside We then did the switch back into No Name, getting that move back, and that was pretty much move of the race in my opinion. And we did it again a little bit later on. A little bit of the wrong order, but you know how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. My voice has been terrible, to say the least. But yeah, goodbye.